Hey, so we are all familiar with that person in our lives. Could be a child, could be a sibling, it could be another family member, coworker, friend whose lives are dysfunctional. They're in disarray. Perhaps they're making some choices about life that aren't the wisest for their overall well-being, right? We care about those individuals and we're trying to figure out, how do we love them while they're in this season in their lives. And so as we are learning what it looks like to love people when they are living dysfunctional and giving them a chance to grow and mature into the image and likeness of God, I wanted to share 4 tips with you to keep in mind, something for you to consider and contemplate as you're trying to figure out, how do I love this person while their lives are in the state that they're in? And I would say number 1 is to spend quality time with them. Right? Jesus did this on a number of occasions throughout scripture, whether it was him spending time with Zacchaeus or the Samaritan woman at the well, or if it was Mary Magdalene. There are so many examples in scripture where people's lives were not quite where they should have been, not what God created them to be. And Jesus just spent quality time with them. And that time that Jesus spent with them was life-changing, impactful for them. Zacchaeus immediately repented, right? Mary Magdalene became one of his most ardent supporters and greatest advocates, right? The Samaritan woman at the well turned out to be one of Jesus's greatest evangelists in her community. So it's amazing the impact that it can have when you just spend quality time with people whose lives at the time may be dysfunctional, okay? All right, number 2, make it clear to them that they can come to you when they're ready to make changes in their life. Okay, so think about the prodigal son and his father, right? While the wayward son was off doing this thing, living riotously, spending up all of his inheritance, the father made it clear to him that when he was ready to get things right, when he came to himself, that he could come back home and his father would receive them. So that's something else. It's just to make sure that you make it clear to them that they can come back to you when they're ready to get things right. Number 3, and this is the one I think many of us get hung up on, right? Is we always ask ourselves, well, how do I maintain the integrity of what is right and the truth without compromising it, right? And while you do that, you maintain the integrity of right without condemning and being judgmental, right? So you don't have to condone their behavior, but you don't have to condemn them because of where they're at in life, and you don't have to become very judgmental either. So find that balance between, yes, I'm going to maintain the integrity of what is true and what is right without at the same time becoming condemning, judgmental, or condescending. And last but not least, no matter how dire things may look, continue to pray and hold out hope for the best possible outcome. Listen, at times, especially with people that we care about, things look pretty bleak. They look pretty dire. They can come across as hopeless, right? But no matter how bad things may look, continue to maintain hope. Continue to pray and believe, because as long as there is breath in their body, as long as they have life, there is always the opportunity that things may turn around and change, okay? So you hold out hope, you pray, you be optimistic. This is what David did when Bathsheba got pregnant with the son that they conceived in a time of David's own life dysfunction. He prayed, he remained diligent until there was no life left. And then there was no life left, then he moved on, right? But as long as there is life, continue to hold out hope and pray, okay? I pray that this blesses you as you learn to love people while their lives are dysfunctional and giving them a chance to grow and mature into the image and likeness of God, all right? God bless you.